for Baba Jamal, Ghana's High Commissioner to Saturday to Nigeria. Council, you're welcome to Eyewitness News.
It's a pleasure. It's a pleasure to be on this platform.
Can you tell us about your client, Baba Jamal, and what transpired at the OSP today?
Thank you for the opportunity. Sandra, on the 7th February, at around 3:30, the OSP, there was a gentleman who came from the OSP, introduced himself and gave a letter that they wanted my client for an interview in relation to corruption-related offences. So we honored the invitation today. It was when we got there that they told us by their procedure we were officially arrested and we were now a suspect. So they were going to take they interrogate us and take our statement. So they said they were investigating us for 3 offences. That is abetment of crime, abetment to assault, the OSP official, 2, obstruction of the OSP official from executing his lawful duty, and 3, crime in relation to corruption and corruption-related issues. We actually denied that we have assaulted any gentleman who delivered the letter, and we rather said we were the people who actually protected the gentleman from being lynched, because when he came, he decided to secretly record, and it was one of the security personnel around my client that saw it and asked him to delete it, and people were saying that if you were to deliver a letter, why do you come doing the other untoward thing? 2, when he called in the police, it was the police from the Lima command that came and escorted the gentleman out. So rather, we should be recommended that being say we are being charged with that. But we don't know what he has reported to his superiors. So that is the investigation. 3, they talked about corruption and asked about what actually went on before the election and the election, as to when you visit the people in the branches. How often we go to the branches to campaign? When we go, we gather them, we are able to speak to the people. And on the election day, my client was not aware that televisions were being shared. He never had that information. It was until the journalist asked him that television, they said, it's coming from your camp. And while it was coming from his camp, he was not aware of it. It is assumed, it is known that maybe one of people who sympathize or is a supporter may have been the one who have brought it. Until now, we are trying to find out the name who actually brought it for good intention, and it happens in that way. So after we had written our statement, and that we had to wait for some hours before it was communicated to us that we were granted the self-recognisance bill. So we left the place around after this 4 o'clock. So that's what actually happened. And they were insisting they wanted to take our phone. We voluntarily said, look, if you want, you can clone the phone. We are ready, clone it. Anything you want, you can clone it. But it's become a tool of work. It's a business tool. You can't keep us incommunicado because we have election to prosecute in the next 2 weeks. So actually take our phone, our numbers, but we just give them that we want them to get and expect who wants to clone it in our presence, they clone it, and we have our phone. So that's what actually happened.
I see. Now, on the issue of corruption, What evidence did they confront your client with?
It was just the interview that he had with the journalist, where he said that the journalist said there were delegations from your camp. And he said that, well, if gifts are, you can always give gifts. And stated the position of God by saying that if you give gift to influence a person to vote in a particular direction or in a particular way, then that is a crime, that it is wrong. So that's the position he stated as a lawyer. So saying that gifts, yes, we always give gifts on occasion. And within my community, I always give gifts when it is occasion. So it is the intention now has to be looked at. And the intention, what is the intention that he has to distribute television to influence people? He was not aware of it.
So now you've been granted, or he's been granted bail. What's next?
Yes, we will still wait on the OSP as he's doing his investigation. We have promised them and given them assurance any day, any time they call us, we will be available. Also bearing in mind that we have our legitimate duty and job to do, and in the near few days to come, we will be prosecuting our ambition to go to Parliament. So the next 2 weeks is going to be full of election. So anytime they need us, they should just take it, because at the end of the day, it is also a national assignment on which we have to prosecute.
Thank you so much for speaking to us. That's Victor Kwadjoga Adawudu. He's a lawyer for